Eddie the Teddy, the Secret Forest and the Jewel Tree. Today, Eddie is at his Grandma Bear's house. Grandma Bear tells Eddie about the secret forest. At the center of the secret forest, there is a jewel tree. The jewels on the tree grant wishes. Each person may only take one jewel. If you are greedy and try to take more than one jewel, your wish will not come true. Now, Eddie has a lot on his mind. He really wants to find the jewel tree. What kind of wish does Eddie have? Do you have wishes too? Eddie looks for the map in the house. He opens the map and thinks, how do we get to the secret forest? Shall we search for it together? Eddie is a little scared. It's his first time to travel alone. Will Eddie be able to safely reach the secret forest without the help from his friends? Eddie starts his quest. Eddie leaves the house. The weather is sunny, and Eddie is excited. While walking, Eddie thinks to himself, I'm brave. I can do it by myself. He continues to follow the map. Eddie has been walking for a long time. There are many trees around him. It's dark, and he can hear strange noises. I'm scared. Should I give up? Then Eddie hears a small voice. Hi, Eddie. Can you see me? Eddie meets the butterfly fairy. The butterfly fairy knew Eddie was scared, so the butterfly fairy wants to give Eddie courage. Eddie, don't give up. You can do it. The butterfly fairy flies between the trees in the forest and lights up its surroundings. Now, Eddie can start to see what is around him. Eddie realizes he is not alone. Many butterflies come up to Eddie and give him courage. Eddie, you can do it. Thank you. Now I'm not afraid. Eddie looks at the map again. He continues his quest to find the secret forest. After walking for a while, Eddie sees a cave in the distance. Eddie is afraid of dark caves. Will Eddie be able to go in? Eddie decides to gather up his courage one more time. But Eddie worries about what might be in the cave. What if there are scary animals? What if there are ghosts? Eddie is scared. But he remembers what the butterfly fairy said and decides not to give up and enters the cave. Eddie peeks through his half-closed eyes. The cave is dark, so Eddie walks slowly. Then Eddie hears another voice behind him. Hi, Eddie. I'm the cave fairy. Don't be afraid. Eddie gathers up the courage to enter the cave. It is a candy cave. Red, pink, yellow, green. There are candies of all different colors. The cave fairy tells Eddie to take as much candy as he wants. So, Eddie grabs a handful of candy and comes out of the cave. Eddie checks his map again. He seems a little lost and needs help with directions. Eddie looks around him to see if there is anyone who can help. Then he sees the dwarf fairies. "Hi, my name is Eddie. I'm on the way to the secret forest. Do you know if I'm going the right way?" Eddie asks the dwarf fairies for directions. The dwarf fairies tell Eddie, "You have to open the secret gate to enter the secret forest." And they give Eddie the key to the secret gate. Eddie is glad that he did not give up. With the key in his hand, Eddie starts to run. Eddie is excited. Eddie finally sees the secret gate. Now, let's open the gate and enter the secret forest. Eddie can see the jewel tree in the distance. Eddie is almost there. Eddie finally stands in front of the sparkling jewel tree. Eddie remembers what Grandma Bear told him and takes only one jewel. He says goodbye to the jewel tree and heads back home. Eddie comes home and puts the jewel in his treasure chest. What wish do you think Eddie will make? The end.